The source wall.
All right.
What's the
So
next review?
the next one is Alien Toilet Monster.
That's right. You heard that right. Alien Toilet Monster.
Alien
Right.
So this is a pretty new comic it's from September 2007. It is by damn. What are their names? Sorry. They've become more prepared. It's by Carol Zara and Eric Burnett.
Mm-hmm.
Art and stories by Eric Burnett. So what did you guys think of this comic?
Firstly, sorry.
No, don't apologize. Go.
Really cannot stand reading comics online because this was an online comic, and it's just that kind of threw me off. And for me, it was a lot. There was a lot going on in this comic.
Mm-hmm.
It's entertaining, just a little bit too much stuff going on in the stew. I kind of just wanted one cohesive thing happening. Maybe it's just me, but like I felt like there was way too much going on. But yeah, who's next?
Okay.
Talk about it. Yeah, no, there was too much going on, and the artwork for me, I think, was the way they structured the whole comic. It almost felt like they just wanted to put one sole image in like the middle of 2 pages. That's how it felt to me when reading it, like on the screen, kind of thing. You know, like if you black out a whole page and then just have an image in the middle, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know?
It was gone.
So I thought parts of it were okay, but I agree that it had a lot going on. So the part where it had that little the beginning with the telling you about was it a coyote or a fox? I forget. And then it's like, this isn't planet Earth, and you just see this ill-looking monster. I thought that was dope. And then it turns out they're watching this kind of holographic documentary. I like that. And then it's basically showing what's happening in this bar, and everything in the bar with these specific characters I liked. But then when it turns into this other part, so it's like I can focus on. For me, my favorite parts were the parts with the story about the guy running the bar. His dead, and you find out it's his anniversary.
Yeah,
it's his anniversary, and then his dead wife shows up, which was pretty dope, and from a alternate universe.
Yeah,
and I like the whole multiverse thing as well, that they call it the multi. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Where it lost me, and I just got so that I was enjoying that, but then I got lost when they did the whole. It's got that one girl in the bar, just kind of by herself
with the cockroaches.
And she was online, or she was. If I'm honest, I couldn't follow that. It was too much. I couldn't follow it. So when I was reading that bit, I couldn't wait to get back to the story of the guy who runs the bar. I forgot his name. Sorry, I wish I. Frankie. Sorry, yeah, Frankie. His part of the story I really, really enjoyed, and I wouldn't mind following where that's gonna go and see what happens with that, and then.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed his part, definitely, especially with what was it? These. I don't want to spoil it for people too much. But basically, there's these. No, go on.
Go on. No, sorry, finish.
It's just that there's alternate realities. There's people from these realities, and there are if you, let's say, break the rules, there's like multi-dimensional police that will come find you as well. And I thought
that was dope. That reminded me of there's that bit. What happens if you meet your other person from an alternate reality? That bit reminds me of Time Cop. Actually,
I was going to Time Cop.
Oh, you remember that?
It back.
Memories.
Yeah. No, I did. Yeah. I did like it. I enjoyed it, but like you said, the parts with the lady in the
cockroach girl.
Cockroach girl.
That's what I was calling her.
Yeah, that did throw me off. Only because, as well, I think the reason for me was because there was so much text going, so much.
Yeah, it was a lot.
there was so much text going on. So, and there's some parts where the speech bubbles are in certain places, and I found that I lost myself in some places.
It was hard to follow.
Yeah, but I mean, I love the starting. I love the beginning.
Yeah,
the way
definitely.
that they kind of throw you on, like you're watching a documentary about animals and stuff, and then it just switches to this. The way that you can see that it's in the future, and people are wondering whether it's real or not, if these creatures actually exist.
Yeah, because there's something about when the girl was online. There's something about a tiger. Was it a tiger? Like we haven't seen them, so how did they exist? Or something like that. I thought that was funny. But also, you know, the writer knows their stuff.
Definitely.
Like I like the references to certain movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Even on the cover, like the cover had me gripped. Where there's like a lot of the artists. I suppose her name's Zara, and there's this one girl. There's one of them that says, "Hey, I warned them not to get me wet after midnight." It's like a reference to Gremlins.
Gremlins,
It's got potential. It's got potential.
I think
it's got a lot of potential.
I think my things are mainly the same as you guys. Like the intro, I like the front cover for one, and I like the title. When it started, like the whole intro and all that stuff, I was like, oh yeah, cool. Even though there was one panel where I was baffed about how it went on the this isn't Earth, because I was like, is that the same coyote or is that a different one that it ran into or something? So I was just like, oh, okay. Then,
was that a bit when they're filming the?
No.
Oh,
like
okay.
literally the first beginning bit when it says,
oh right, yeah.
When it's like the fox or coyote or whatever, it like sneezes or something, and then it's like this isn't Earth or whatever, and then it shows the next one.
Oh
with
yeah.
I was like, are these on the same? Are
they on the same Earths?
Yeah, I was like, how, or is it just like in the documentary it just cuts to the other one and goes, this isn't like the first clip was Earth.
Right.
Like, so I just left that up to my imagination.
Decide for yourself.
It's a little text heavy. The thing with like getting confused with because I noticed how they done the speech bubbles in the different colors, so that every character has their own color.
Yeah, that helped. I actually likes that.
Yeah, that helped, but I didn't clock that until like a few pages in. So I was, on some bits I was like there was this one page where I think it's the chef guy, the guy that's talking about hoping that his boyfriend proposes to him or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And Frankie, and the text bubbles are white and light blue, so I couldn't distinguish them properly. Like obviously maybe if I had the printed version it would be different, but you know, if you go out and get the printed version, so for me really just the cockroach girl bit threw me off, and then as soon as it came back, like
it's like you were back to everything
like,
started to make sense again.
You know when you get a comic and then there's like another story like in between and then it jumps back. That's what it was like, even though it's clearly part of this story or whatever.
I think that's what they try to do as well. I think that's how they wanted you to take it, because if you notice they've actually got their own commercials in there as well.
They have.
Yeah, that was
fake,
fun.
Like that.
Fake drinks. I actually want one of those.
It reminded me of Abe's Odyssey.
Yeah.
Like how everything
has
definitely and all that.
Yeah.
I like the way right at the end as well. They've got the figures, the action figures at the end. And
I want one of the action figures. They're so cute.
For real.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about this. So you know there was the girl in the bar that liked Frankie, but he was paying her no mind.
She's a bitch, man.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling her. She was just horrible. But there was a bit where because obviously somebody was like, turn off the hologram. Yeah. And then you got the two animals. Did that turn into animal porn?
Yeah.
It did. And she was getting off on it.
I was like, okay.
Because I'll be real, I was tired when I was reading it, but I wanted to give it my full attention. And then that bit lost me. I was like, she watching.
That was actually my favorite bit, actually. Not her bit. the animal porn because the guys they're all there filming it with the hollow machine, and then someone just busts open. Someone busts open a pack of crisps, and it's like, so how do you intend to eat that?
Yeah.
And then they're all suited up in spacesuits and shit.
Yeah.
And then you got whale monster coming through, and I like the way that because they've got a device, or they can actually go to different universes,
which is actually pretty cool.
But it seems like everyone can do it, but you're not allowed to like multi-hop or whatever. There's a system in place so that people don't like abuse the system.
Yeah.
And that's what the whole time clockness.
It's out there, and it's like, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Obviously,
you know what it reminds me of? Sorry.
What?
You know, it reminds me of the TV show Monsters. Do you remember the TV show Monsters?
What are real monsters?
Where, the ones that were, they did used to come out of your toilet or your drain.
Yeah, are real monsters.
Are real monsters.
Oh,
yeah.
I wasn't going are real monsters. I was saying real monsters.
It was called Are Real Monsters off Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Another thing from
that kind of grit to it. The comic has that kind of grit to it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is not. It's enjoyable, and the little bantery, like you said, like the language, the actual story, and like how they drop the jokes in there. That's all cool, but they just need to just try different structures of how they're gonna place the comic and stuff, and like you said, maybe keep the element of different text bubbles, like in different colors. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just find a simpler structure.
Try not to do so much, because I don't know what, like there might be a reason they might go, well, we only got to things, so we have to do like loads of world building in this one.
That's what me. Fair dues.
Yeah, because I like how the panels are laid out on the different pages, like when it goes to the guys in the hazmat suits or whatever, and he's like leaving from one world to the other, and it's like he's jumping from panel to panel.
I like that.
I like that.
I like how all the panels are like laid out differently, and when the time guy comes and it's all like black and red, and he's writing red. I think I like the style of like how they've done it, and how depending on what's kind of happening in the scene, the panels kind of change to work with what's going on.
Suit the story.
Like the closer you get to the end, the less and less text there is, and I was getting more and more invested the less I was reading. So by the time we got to the end of it, I was like, bring on the next one. No cockroach.
Yeah, definitely.
Please. But whatever.
Although I wanted to see some toilet monsters.
I know, slightly.
I think that probably comes later.
I think that was the
first taste of like, you know,
the kind of
haunting.
The purpose at the end with the new mutated animals or whatever. Eventually we will be getting our toilet monsters.
Well, you know what, writer and artist, good start.
Definitely.
pretty good start.
I'm glad I read this actually.
Me too.
It was a good read. And
I
will be getting the next one, to be fair, because it is an interest, and it's different. It's not a superhero. It's not a superhero comic. It's not anything. It kind of reminds me of like our type of comics, like a UK type. What's it? 2000 AD type comic, you know, where it's just a different world. There's so much out there, you know.
I was gonna say it's a very out there comic, but in a good way. It just needs work on the pacing and the text, and it wasn't horrible. It wasn't rubbish. I wasn't like, you know, I was just.
And the art is really good as well.
I liked it. I enjoyed it, and I want to see more of Frankie. To be honest, he was like, I enjoyed him as a character.
I did. I like that story.
Like,
literally, they threw so much in there.
When you have it, I'd like to see how it reads when you have it in the actual comic book form, because it might be
comic book.
Different. You know what I mean?
I think for me, because I'm always reading comics on my tablet as well, so I'm kind of used to it. But I kind of get what you mean of like the first time when you're reading and it kind of puts you off. You're not physically. It doesn't feel like you're physically there. You know what I mean?
I've only read I've not actually read. That was the first time I've read a comic book on like my phone or whatever. I've only read mangas on my phone. That's easier to do.
Yeah.
I read nearly the whole, like everything that I read that was New 52. I read it on my iPad.
Yeah.
I actually need to get a tablet just so I can start doing this.
Yeah, that's the actual reason why I bought my iPad.
And depending on what like apps you use and whatever, because like the way the panel, like you can go to like the next panel, or whatever. I like being able to do that kind of. I'm in the panel. I can see the whole thing or whatever. I like being able to do that. Like and like my comics, I don't like to take them out of the packages. I don't like to get fingerprints on them, especially when they've got black ink. And
I hate it when I get fingerprints. You know, you can just see that smudge on the corner. I'm like,
I hate that one. So if I get digital, I think that's how they should come. You know, like when you get a DVD now or a Blu-ray, and it's like, here's a Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital version. Have all of them. It costs you a little bit extra, but you've got all of it. I'll be like, oh really? Like if there was a subscription service where I could pay whatever the monthly amount was, get my comics delivered to me, whichever ones I wanted or whatever, and I still get a digital version, sign me up. Netflix for comics, whatever that is. Comics. There's already an app called that. I can't even call it that. Comics, whatever. Yeah, and Comicsology, yeah.
Nice.
Cool. No, yeah, thanks a lot for that.
Yeah. Sourcewall gives thumbs up. So all of our viewers,
give you thumbs up. If you want to send us some more.
I lost my thumbs in a thumb war.
So the comic was called, just so everyone's aware again, it's called Alien Toilet Monsters. Go look it up. ATM. It was a dope read. It wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible.
Definitely. Go to your comic book stores, look for it online.
I've read some crappy stuff coming out of the main two. Yeah. So just because it's not, don't think, oh, it's not Marvel or DC, I'm not going to read. No. Broaden your horizons. All right.
Broaden your horizons.
The Sourcewall.